Larry, good to see you. Today's question, are you ever too old for an annuity? As Americans live longer and face growing concerns about outliving their savings, annuities have become a very popular way to create steady retirement income. In fact, annuity sales surpassed 432 billion in 2024. We're still waiting on the 2025 numbers. That's all according to LIMRA. Of course, timing is everything. If you're under 50, an annuity probably isn't the right move. But on the flip side, most insurers stop selling them once you hit 90. So what is the right age to buy an annuity?
Erin, that's $1 million question because it really is all relative to what someone's goals are, what they're
Okay.
doing, what their overall portfolio is. But annuity could even work for folks sometimes under 50 if it's a very high income that we're going to use to defer some taxes. But for the most part, you really just have to look at each individual to decide how much and where that should be placed. And the different kind of annuities. I know there's a fixed, there's a couple different examples there that you can use, whether it's a fixed index that pays it like a CD or index to the market, or even some variable and some RILAs. There's some alternative type products that's being used now.
So I think, Larry, again, these are becoming increasingly popular. What problems do annuities solve?
Well, in the old days, there was pensions, that you had
Mm.
a lifetime pension that went along with your Social Security. Now you have to create your own pension. So that annuity will give you a guaranteed income that you don't have to worry about chasing the market returns. And if you have a down market, what to do. So they can solve the longevity problem of guaranteeing that income for life.
hmm Buying an annuity, though, could mean loss of liquidity. So how much of your assets should be in an annuity?
That's another question like before, Aaron, that it really depends on how much money you have, what your goals are. Everyone has a different liquidity need. I find a lot of my clients won't spend enough of their money. So we still need to have it prepared for it if they ever choose to. But it really is a customized plan that everyone should have done, looking at their overall assets and their values and what they plan on doing.
And the other question I hear a lot with annuities, what are the tax implications that come with annuities for you and your heirs?
Yeah, that's a very serious and question that a lot of people don't ask and don't understand is that annuity, why a lot of value is taxed at ordinary income tax rates, kind of like the CD is. So while
Okay.
it may pay a higher rate of return, it will defer that tax down the road. Then you may get surprised that it's a complete withdrawal on that. So
Mhm.
it needs to be looked at that, especially for not just current living with lifestyle, with taxation, but for your heirs. So you need to certainly put that into the equation.
hmm So then, Larry, let's say that you sit down with a client and determine that an annuity is not a good fit. What are some alternative solutions for stable retirement income?
Yeah, there's certainly some other items. You could use some preferred stock, dividend paying stocks. You can still use some bonds, some maybe some structured notes and some other products that can still return those kind of safe products with some buffers or some with guarantees between, but behind some under someone's feet.
hmm it's great to talk this through because it's clear, there's not a right age, there's not a right answer. It's all going to come down to everybody getting their own unique answer. So, Larry, if somebody would like to sit down with you and determine if an annuity is the right fit for them, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, they can call our office at 615-216-1048, or they can go on our website, sfawealth.com.
Great. Larry, thank you.
Thank you, Aaron.